in the new earth, we are going to see more beings identifying as non-binary. Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are most welcome in this sacred portal with me as we talk about all things taboo. I am a shamanic practitioner, really here to help humanity go through the new earth process. I am a disciple of Mother Earth and a spokesperson for Goddess. So in this video, we are going to discuss what the fuck is going on with the new earth, with all these beings now coming out as non-binary, and what we are going to see happening more in the future. I'm first going to begin with my own story to give you a bit of context so that I can help you enter this mystic realm, then so I can explain the more woo-woo concepts that we will be discussing in this video. When I went through my shamanic death, which I now call my shamanic initiation, I was stripped of everything that I identified with. And one of those things was me being a woman. Because with this stripping, I was taken away from the focus on my 3D life and how I show up in this 3D world. So I went through a year of not identifying as a male or female. So I'm going to get into the depth of what it felt like to lose my womanhood, so to speak. So when I went through that shamanic death, I was way more aware of my soul and spirit. And this is in union. This soul spirit doesn't experience duality in the way that my character and my ego and my 3D self does. And so when I went through this death and I was stripped of my identity, I saw that my soul spirit didn't have a male or female expression, that it was actually the wholeness of it. And I realized that I am one with everything. So whoever I'm speaking to now, I am a part of you. You are a part of me. We are one. And I felt this on such an embodied level, not just a mind philosophical level. I literally felt in the whole essence of my being how every single person I was talking to myself. I was talking to the divinity within them and the divinity within me, and they are the same divinity. And so I started to get really freaked out with this, actually, because I remember I went to the airport after I went through this shamanic initiation. I went to the airport to go back to where my home base was so I can integrate. And I saw the bathroom saying male, female. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I am both. I have an energetic cock. I have a physical pussy in this body, but I have an energetic cock. And I feel my masculine, I feel my feminine. Why do I have to choose between one or the other? Because some moments I express more as a man, some moments I express more as a woman, and I can dance between it all. I'm not just one thing. Now, after a year of really being embraced in that, I was able to integrate and come back more to the 3D. So here we have our 3D body, and then behind that we have our energetic body. Now that is the simplest explanation. There are so many dimensions. There are so many layers when it comes to being alive, but I'm just going to give you these two layers. Now in the 3D layer, I was able to understand that I am a woman and I love being a woman and I love my womanhood. So I very much, my character, my identity identifies with that in the 3D world. Now, when I take a step back from that 3D layer and I'm just focusing on my energetics, on my spirit, on my energetic body, whatever you want to call it, that isn't a woman. That isn't a man. That is divine. That is the wholeness of everything and of nothing. And so I know I'm getting too woo-woo, so I don't want to lose you. But what I'm trying to express is that it doesn't have an identity. It's non-binary. And you may have heard before that we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. And then our character expresses a certain percentage of that masculine and feminine energy. But in that spirit, in that soul, we have the capacity and the potential for everything. And so I spent that whole year really feeling like I'm non-binary. And honestly, when I am channeling and when I'm facilitating, I go back in that space because I'm really operating from a energetic soul spirit level. Now, in other moments where I'm really embracing my character and what she likes, and her name is Emily, then I'm a woman and I enjoy my womanhood, but I still can express and experience and be a man in moments that I choose to be that. So I will definitely be posting videos on connecting to your conscious cock, being in a female body, and your conscious pussy being in a male body, and connecting to your energetic womb if you're in a male body. So that is all for more explanation in a different video. So let's go back to the purpose of why you're here and what you're listening for. I just wanted to give you some context on my experience to kind of get you there, so now I can explain what's happening collectively. So with the new earth, we are seeing so many beings already birthed, more ascended. So we are now entering the ascension of the new earth. We're going to a different vibration. Not better or worse, it's just we're evolving consciously. And because we're evolving consciously, we're seeing a lot of these beings already birthed with so much knowledge and wisdom, and also with a deep understanding of their consciousness, of their spirit, of their soul, and of their soul path. They're just already more aware. And because of that, they are approaching life from that spirit space first, and then they express it in the body. Whereas for the last couple thousands of years, I would say a lot of beings were birthed really with their body, and then they were like going to spirit. Now we're going to see the different direction. We're going to see spirit into body. So I am definitely a practitioner here to help people connect body with spirit. I think that's very important. So when we're fully in the human experience, so I'm in this body, I'm a woman, I have a pussy, I'm in this body, that is where duality can be present, right? In this 3D world, good and evil can be present, man and woman, and all these things. So my soul path, my soul mission is really aligning with the mission of the new earth, or I like to say the new humanity. This is where we're going to see duality starting to come back home to its union. We won't see total union because part of the human experience is about this duality and this dance with life, this dance between the light and the dark. But we are going to see a lot of things come back to sacred union, the unity of the masculine and the feminine, unity of the dark and the light, and bringing people back home to unity with themselves, so that the new earth can really present nuance and novelty and new things, a new playground for humanity, so to speak. So a lot of humans are being birthed already ascended. They're already going to be aware of their energetic body. They're going to be aware of their soul and spirit to a much more conscious degree than maybe some of the older generations that are here on this planet now. So like my path was where I felt very like a woman, and then I shamanically died, and then I was like taken a step back and I realized, oh, even though I was aware of my spirit before and on my soul path, I was very aware that, wow, I am the expression of everything playing a role in this human body. So I went the path of body to spirit. Now we're seeing these people go from spirit to body. So they're already coming with this understanding that they are spirit, that they are the expression of everything, and then they're going to play around in this body. So this is why we're going to see a lot of people identify as non-binary, because they're already birthed with this understanding, with this higher consciousness that they are everything and that they are not limited to their physical body, that they are so much more than their physical expression of their character and their body. I'm not claiming that every non-binary being is roaming this earth more ascended or tap into a different realm of consciousness in them. I'm not saying that. And I'm also acknowledging that there are beings who are birthed physically in the 3D world as non-binary. So that's also not what I'm really talking about here. I'm not an expert in that. I am talking energetic. So I will leave the experts in that and the beautiful non-binary identified beings who identify non-binary in the 3D to be the spokesperson for those people. I cannot, I don't understand that, and I cannot identify that. So I fully acknowledge that truth that I can't say a lot about because that's not my path. But I will say that there are many people who have walked this spiritual path, this shamanic path, tantric beings, shamanic beings, who then go through this phase of delayering and deconditioning and losing their character and coming back to soul and spirit, who now identify or acknowledge their non-binary existence, their non-dual existence that is behind the layer, holding the space for that 3D character expression. So those are really the people I am talking about, and that's what we are going to see more in the new earth, and I'm really excited for it. I feel that a planet where people are more aware of non-duality and more aware of unity and more aware of the fullness of expressions that they can experience in their body would honestly bring us back more together and and create less separatedness in the 3D world. And that's what I want to see. I want us all to be holding hands together. Doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter what you identify as. I want us all to hold hands together. So I am really excited about this aspect of New Earth. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if this made sense or if I need to break things down a bit more. Let me know, send me feedback, and yeah. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. I'm so grateful that you spent this moment with me. Sending you a lot of love. Mwah. Don't forget to subscribe. It really, really helps my mission on this planet. So I would love that if you could do that for me. Thank you.